Alright, let's get started for tonight. Today we're gonna watch a bit more of the Gundam Arsenal Base Champion 01, the first winner. Ooh, that's the title. We're gonna watch some more matches. We're gonna talk about them as we watch them, but we're only gonna do about 45 minutes or an hour, so that should be enough to get like 4 matches in or more. Because last time we did 4 matches, 3-4 matches, and then we did looking at the new season. So let's pick up where we left off. We were about an hour into the tournament, so yeah, I have a good amount of matches left over. Okay, everything seems to be working fine. I think we're good. Let's do it. Yep, looks like we have a meta team on the green side. Don't know what the red side is because they don't show that one for whatever reason. What's this guy's name translate to? Ground type Hiroshi? Ground type Hiroshi, oh my god. And Sasami, okay. If my kanji reading is correct. I don't know if it is. Okay, we have the Zaku Amazing on the green side coming out right away. With Fellini, of course. Then on the other side they have Fellini, of course, but with the Jagged Doga. Green side's going to deploy the Zamel on the right side as well, just to keep things going. And of course we got to activate our +5 cost ability. Get those extra points, get our extra unit out on the field as soon as possible. Where's this thing at? There we go. Sorry, I had to make sure my phone doesn't turn off. Okay. Got the hood up because it is very, very cold. It suddenly started snowing today, so I had the hood up. Okay, on the left side we have the Sazabi countering the Zaku Amazing. It's going to take a few pot shots at the base. But this guy isn't going to defend it, but he is going to defend the side with the Zamel coming down. Yeah, it looks like both of them are following each other's lead here. They both deployed their new Gundam on defense, both with Terry Sanders. They both had their Jagged Doga out on the field, or one of them had the Jagged Doga out on the field on the right side, and the other guy had the Zamel. Both of those have been taken out. The Zaku Amazing looks like it's been taken out as well, and this guy has countered the Sazabi deployment with his own Sazabi Shiro deployment. Okay, we have all range being activated, getting that extra damage in. Seems like this guy's a little bit hesitant to deploy his defender on the left side because if he puts his defender out on the left side, there's a big chance that the next blue unit will come out instead, and then he'll be behind in terms of cost as well. So, but it looks like the green side's Shiro Sazabi edged out the other one, and he didn't need to deploy his defender, but it seems the Jagged Doga is coming out. And he baited out the side switch. He definitely baited out the side switch by deploying the Zaku Amazing on the right side. As soon as he switched sides with his defender, he deployed his own Zaku Amazing. And that's why that guy was hesitant to switch sides with his defender, because I'm pretty sure he sniffed out that this guy's going to have a second blue unit, because that is the meta at the moment. So, and both of these teams are very evenly matched. Their team setup is basically the same. But aside from using Guinea, this guy in the red side is going to be using Soma Pyrrhus. Soma Pyrrhus is a very good base attacker as well. She's only cost 2, and she has really good mobility and attack, so she's a good alternate. Okay, left side's Sazabi has made it all the way to the new Gundam on defense, so this SP attack is going to do quite a lot of damage. Don't know if he'll be able to destroy it in one. Usually they don't seem to be able to destroy the new Gundam in one, but definitely got a critical hit in, so he only needs like 1 or 2 more hits to take this thing out. And Shiro's down to 1 hit too, so it looks like this defender is going to survive, yeah. The Barbatos has been deployed as a counter to the Sazabi and the base being attacked, so the Barbatos is going to do quite a lot of damage. It is basically one of the strongest melee units in the game. In terms of cost performance, Norris Barbatos is really great. It's only a 6 cost deployment, which is crazy considering how high the damage is on the Barbatos. Okay, we have Fellini making a direct attack, their direct SP attack, I should say, on this base, looking to take it out. Yep, he got it. And it looks like Terry Sanders on the green side was, or on the red side, sorry, was on the way to defend this, but didn't quite make it in time. So one of the cool things about this game is if your unit is switching sides and they don't make it in time, they will automatically head towards the main base. So you don't need to pay extra cost points to get them down there. But on the right side, the Sazabi and the new Gundam were shooting it out a bit, and the green side is going to replace or move the defender from that side because red units do extra damage to green, so it's kind of a waste of a unit just having them sit there and try to fight the Sazabi like that. Okay, there goes the second red side base. Both of his bases are down. The red side has activated emergency escape. Looks like he's going to save. I'm going to go back. I think he's going to save the Sazabi. No, he saved Norris. Not Norris, Terry Sanders, the defender. That's pretty interesting. He saved his defender, and I assume he's going to save it for the next... I assumed he was going to redeploy it as soon as the blue units got to his base, but I guess not. Okay, it looks like the Zaku Amazing on the green side is going to get another direct hit with an SP attack. It is now 73 to 21. This guy is getting cooked. Yeah, this guy's getting outplayed. Even though the teams are very, very similar, he's getting kind of rocked here. It really shows the efficiency of the Zamel and just how much damage it does and how good it is in general. We haven't seen too much focus on it, but it's that little difference between the Zaku Amazing and Soma Pierce and Kuni and the Zamel that seems to be a really big determining factor here. Okay, it looks like Riccardo Fellini is going to get a direct SP attack off. This should be the end of the match if he gets a clean hit in. Got a perfect, no damage cut, okay. Oh, sorry, that was on the red side attacking the green, not the other way around, my bad. Okay, so it looks like this guy was saving his SP attacks for this direct base attack that he's doing right now. So he's getting off 2 direct SP attacks on his base, on the enemy base, so that's very, very good. So even if you have a minor base on the field, if you can destroy the main base, that is an automatic win, even if you have a minor base with HP. So that's what's happening on the left side. This guy's basically just ignoring that last base and just going directly for the damage here. Okay, the Sazabi has taken down Terry and the new Gundam, so this red side base is wide open if a blue unit gets up there. And here comes the Zaku Amazing, so it looks like this guy's going to get rocked. Yeah, the green side's defender is doing work. He's got both of his attackers out on the field as well. This guy's sitting pretty, basically. Okay, here comes our blue unit, Zaku Amazing on the green side, attacking the red base. This is probably it. Yep. Got the full damage in. The green side wasn't even really like defending too much at the very end there. He was just trying to bully his way into the enemy base and get that last hit in, and he eventually got it. This was an interesting match because both of these teams are similar but slightly different. So this came down to basically whoever was reading the room more correctly. And I think it's also interesting that all of these matches the green side has won so far. But yeah, that was a nice match. It was even teams that really highlight what the meta is in this game at the moment. The meta is new Gundam on defense with Lock-On or Terry Sanders, Shiro, Sazabi, Norris, Barbatos. If not, using quests in either the Jagged Doga or the Sazabi herself. And then, of course, two base attackers being Riccardo Fellini and usually Guinea in Zaku Amazing and Jagged Doga, respectively. So, and I think we'll see a lot more of the Zamel. I think the Zamel is the known powerful unit in this game. So, usually Arsenal rare cards aren't super powerful, but they're usually fairly mid-range, or the rest of them are. But the Zamel itself is just like ridiculous, like a really unexpected addition to the game, but also a really welcome one considering just how much damage it does. Oh, looks like they're loaded up and ready. Oh my god, she has to say the full name every match. Gabu. So one of the cool things about Arsenal Base, or annoying depending, is the stages are randomized, so you can't plan for the stages. And one of the interesting things about the game is like each unit has a different type of field that they're faster on. So certain units that are fast on like ground type or ground arenas, like the desert, for example, they can get a movement bonus. Or if you have like a ground unit that's a desert unit and he gets this space map, they actually get slowed down just a tiny bit. It's a small percentage, but it's enough to be noticeable. Anyway, we have the standard opening going out here. Looks like both teams might have the same setup. Guinea, Ricardo, Zaku Amazing, Jagged Doga, Terry on defense in the new Gundam. So one of the reasons why you see this setup so often is because in this game you actually get bonuses for certain characters and units having relations. So for example, Terry and Shiro being paired together is good because they are from the same series, so they get a bonus when they're together. And similarly, that's why you see the new Gundam Sazabi and Guinea. Having all three units from first counterattack also grants a bonus. But anyway, it looks like both of these guys are using the same team, and that is very funny. So Sei Iori is from Gundam Build Fighters, and he's actually a defender, and he's a promotion card only at the moment. The Build Fighters cards are only from promotion event, and they're all pretty solid. They have really high stats and pretty good costs as well. So you don't see Sei Iori too often, but he's pretty good, especially when he's paired with a slow unit, because Sei Iori is actually very, very, very fast. He has really high mobility, and the rest of his stats are actually pretty decent too, and he only costs 3, so it makes Sei Iori a really good pairing for the EZ8 Gundam, because the EZ8 Gundam is actually kind of slow, so this thing can kind of zip across the map. So yeah, Sei Iori is a really interesting one to watch. And also, the EZ8 Gundam can actually deploy a little automated fighter, a little ground-type Gundam. And it does like paltry damage, but it's enough to make a small difference. And yeah, both of these guys are using the same exact team. Terry New, EZ8 Sei Iori, Shiro Wing, Guinea in the Zaku Amazing, and Fellini in the Jagged Doga. The exact same team, exact same strategy. Fairly meta. A lot of people use Sei, Lock-On, or Terry, either one or all or two. Looks like they're both going for 2 to try to manage the double base attacks that come down. So I'm going to assume this is going to end in a time over. I assume this is going to end in a time over. This is a very tanky, stall heavy setup that they're doing. Okay, here comes the Wing Gundam Shiro Wing's special attack. Let's see if he got a clean hit on something. And remember, the Wing Gundam special attack pierces, so it'll hit whatever's behind it as well. Oh, you attacked the EZ8, you got a clean hit. Wasn't quite enough to destroy it, but the EZ8's SP attack actually does really good damage, so he might be able to take out the Jagged Doga. Yep, he did quite a lot of damage, only one more hit to take it out. There goes Sei, but also the base would only have to get one more pot shot in to take out the Jagged Doga. In this game, the bases actually attack just like towers in any other MOBA, but they don't do a ton of damage, they don't do extra damage. They do very tiny amounts of damage, but it's enough to take out a unit if they're low enough. So this guy is very, very lucky. He just barely avoided getting taken out here, and he got in several direct attacks, an SP attack, and several pot shots. So this base is pretty well on its way to going down. Okay, looks like this guy's going to match him for what he just did to him. He's going to do Shiro Wing's SP attack against his Sei Iori EZ8 defender. And remember, Shiro's a red unit, so he does extra damage to green units that are on defense. Yeah, and just like the other guy, wasn't quite enough to take it out in one shot, but doesn't take much more after that. So green side has a defender and a red attacker out on the field, but that's about it. The red side has similarly a green defender and one attacker, but they also have the Zaku Amazing out on the field, so it doesn't look like he's too worried about the Zaku Amazing. He's just kind of letting... Yeah, he's just letting the Zaku Amazing take this base down. Because deploying his defender to that right side of the field with the Shiro Wing Gundam out there is just basically asking to lose that unit, so... Okay, he's got the Jagged Doga coming out one more time. So what will happen here is that the red unit, the red attackers will prioritize whatever units are around them. So instead of assisting the blue unit towards the base, it'll make a beeline for the Jagged Doga that was just deployed. So a strategy in the game is to deploy your blue unit, let it go up the field, and kind of distract anything that's in the same line. So that's a pretty interesting strategy this guy just did. If you want to take a look at that again. So the Jagged Doga is distracting the wing right here. And instead of having the wing chase the Jagged Doga down the map, taking pot shots at it, what he's doing is he's just going to let his defender on the left side stay there. And he activated Wing Gundam's barrage surprise attack ability, where it floats up in the air and does a surprise attack and lands in that area. So what you can do, this is how the the only unit in the game basically that has this ability can switch sides after they've been deployed. So what he did there, he did that so he could cancel the Wing Gundam following the blue Jagged Doga on the left side of the field. So he just deployed it one time slightly to the right, so now the Wing Gundam is still up there waiting to help whatever comes out. That was very, 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 very smart. That was a sloppy explanation, but you don't see people do that too often, but that's a very valid thing to do. Okay, we're going to take out the red side Zaku Amazing, get that thing out of here. Now that we have both defenders out on the field, we can do that. But the wing is attacking the EZ8, so yeah, it only took a couple of shots to take this thing down. But this guy got the wing, got the Zaku Amazing off of his side, so that was kind of his main point there. Just like get that blue shit out of here, basically. So that was interesting. So like I said, you can deploy a blue unit and have a red unit chase it. And that's what this guy just tried to do. He deployed his blue unit as far down on the field, but as you can see, the wing did not chase it. The wing did not chase at all, so I don't know why it didn't chase. Maybe he didn't deploy it close enough. Maybe the wing activated an ability. I have no idea. Maybe it's a bug. That's very interesting. That's not good luck. But this match is still very close. It's 58-54. The next direct attack should edge it out. The next set of direct attacks. So, okay, we have the Zaku Amazing. He's going to do a SP attack against this base. It should be able to take out the last bit of health on this base. You should get him pretty close. Yeah, this guy's down to 41%. The green side is pretty solid at the moment. So red has a Zaku Amazing out on the field. They're really going to have to do a big attack, like 2 really big attacks right away. Okay, here comes the first SP attack. I don't think it's enough to catch up, but it should do a lot of damage, and it's a question of what he does next. If he can get another SP attack in, he should be good, but if he doesn't have the cost for that, I don't think he can do it. Yeah, and he deployed Sei Iori to on the defense of the last base, and even though he activated he activated fire all bullets and edged him out. What was, holy shit. Whoa, he won by 1%. We gotta watch that again. That was insane. The chat is going nuts. That is super bad luck. Okay, we're gonna shot by shot this. This match is insane. So the red side got off SP attack and got them very close, but look at the clock. There's only 3 seconds left. And then the Zaku Amazing got off 1 more attack, but as this attack is coming out, the green side has deployed Sei Iori 1 more time. And if you could see that little yellow flash, that burst of energy, that means the base nearest to the green unit is getting a defense boost. So the defense boost immediately activates, and the red side's Guinea is going to activate Zaku Amazing's ability. Its unit ability, not its SP attack. Its unit ability is called Fire All Bullets. It shoots a big barrage in like a cone shape towards whatever it's targeting, and it does a ton of damage. So you even see Sei's Gundam take a lot of damage, but because there's a defense bonus, it doesn't do as much damage as it potentially could. But the clock is at 1 second, and this ability abilities take like a second or 2 to charge, like a real life second, not in-game second. But so this is the big attack coming out, and as you can see, it edged it out by 1%, just by 1%. But you also have to remember, the green side has both of its base attackers at the very top of the field as well. So they're attacking the base too. They're trying to take pot shots as well. So one of the units got one last attack in. The green side has Sei on defense, and the red side has Norris on defense. So that is insane that Norris just came out in the very nick of time. You can see Norris getting deployed like right at the very last second here. Like very, very last second. So that's how he edged him out. 1 point. And you can see the guy just is like, God damn it. Like, how did that happen? I totally had him by like 2 points. What a crazy ending. Like, that was literally down to the last attack, last deployment. So that's such bad luck. That is the worst luck. That is the worst luck to have. That sucks. crazy match. Bad luck. That is one interesting thing about this game, though, is like that last second when it's at 0, it lets attacks in, but not always. Like, it's kind of hard to determine which attacks are going to get counted and which ones aren't. And I've seen at a local tournament, someone used the surprise attack with a Curious Gundam on someone's base and edged them out by 1 point. And the guy was like, no, that doesn't count. That doesn't count for me. And then the guy was like, well, I'll replay you if you want. And the guy replayed him, and the guy who was complaining won by like 3 points after that. And I was just like, why would you replay that shit? Take your win. In the fighting game community, people will take that fucking win. But okay. Man, I want to play a tournament in this so bad. But the tournaments are so far away now. Like, the local tournament for me is in like the next town over, technically. And it starts at like 8 o'clock, and it's in the middle of nowhere, and I would have to walk there. And I'm just like, I'm not walking in the dark at like 11:30 at night when it finishes. And it seems like the tournament season is dying down, so I might have to buy the tournament card, because you get like a promotion tournament cards, and I want it because it's the Master Gundam, and I think it's cool, and I got G Gundam. So anyway, the next match is loading up. I like Koala's pose. It's very cute. I hate the uniforms they gave these guys for these events. Those uniforms are so not good looking. Okay, this guy's got a pretty interesting team. Okay. So on defense, he's using the Tall Geese. And he's got Guinea in the new Gundam. That's pretty interesting. Guinea would do pretty significant damage, I would assume, when all range is activated. So yeah, that should work. That's a strategy when people use the Jagged Doga as well. So okay, we got Fellini Jagged Doga. So the first deployment actually gets +2 to their cost meter. So that's why you see people like trying to deploy first. But yeah, it's only 2 costs, but 2 costs makes all the difference. So okay, here comes the Zaku Amazing and the new Gundam on opposite sides, trying to pressure. Comes the Tall Geese defense. I'm very curious to see what the reasoning is for the Tall Geese on defense. Tall Geese is very strong. It's a very strong unit. It's similar to the Wing Gundam, not Wing Zero. Yeah, the Tall Geese has good stats, and I think it costs 1 less cost point than the Wing Gundam, so it's a pretty solid choice. And it's pretty speedy as well. I think that's another reason this guy might have chosen it. Okay, it looks like both sides had a base attacker go down, and looks like the second base attacker is getting pretty low at this point. Oh, looks like he was going to deploy the wing and decided better of it and didn't. Alright, here comes his Norris Barbatos. Norris Barbatos has been deployed on the red side as well as their attacker, so. Yep, and there goes Guinea and the Zaku Amazing. And now Norris on the red side has to deal with the Barbatos and the Tall Geese attacking. But also the Wing Gundam is going to get deployed, the Shiro Wing Gundam. Shiro is great in any long-range unit, so activating Shiro Wing is a pretty solid idea. And it looks like Norris is close enough that Shiro can attack him, so not exactly smart to leave this thing just like sitting here taking pot shots when he really probably should have moved it. Okay, the Wing Gundam's going to activate SP attack. It should hit both of them, I assume. It looks like he was waiting for that lineup to be a little bit more convincing. Looks like it didn't hit both of them, but it seems like that's what he was waiting for. It's just like a little too far off for the direct attack to go in for both of them. Okay, Shiro has taken out the green side's Norris Barbatos combination, and now, yeah, it's time to get Terry out of there. With Shiro coming for your defender, it's time to get it out of there. But it looks like Shiro got the SP attack in right in time. Probably should have gotten Norris out of there a bit sooner, just like the other guy probably should have done that too, but that's the way it works sometimes. Yeah, looks like it survived with a decent chunk of health, but not enough to maybe survive the run away from it, so... Yep, looks like it got taken out. But neither side has a defender now, and that means their bases are wide open, so now is the time to deploy your blue units and get as much damage in as possible. So green side has already made it to the left side base, and he's just going all in. He's just like trying to focus down and like keep an eye on this base and like just trying to see how fast he can melt it, basically. Okay, here comes Guinea on the right hand side as well. And the red side's going to activate the SP attack against the green side's left-hand base. Let's see how much damage he got. Not a critical hit, but pretty solid damage. He got full damage on that anyway, so that base is going to go down. Yeah, it looks like both sides are going to claim a base here. So the game is very even, just a small point difference at this point. So neither side has their defender out on the field yet, so they have no choice but to soak up the damage at the moment. Oh, here comes Norris. So, Norris New is out on the field, but to counter it, this person has deployed Barbatos. Barbatos Norris, wow. He was literally just waiting for him to deploy his defender again so he can just like sweep up with a red unit and get in that damage. Here comes the 50% warning actually. Once both bases go down or 60 seconds have passed, the game speeds up a bit in terms of how much cost they're giving you. The cost meter fills up faster so you can deploy units faster and do more abilities. But it looks like Barbatos is going to get a direct SP attack in on the new Gundam Defender, and there that goes. So the Zaku Amazing is wide open to attack this base, but it looks like the green sides, both their bases have gone down too. And this is a slugfest match. They are just blow for blow each other right now. It does look like the green side has the advantage though. He has more units deployed. He's got both red attackers out. He's got Guinea out as well, doing extra damage. His defender is ready to go right now, so and the green side has an SP attack all loaded up. All they got to do is let that thing out of the chain. And I'm not sure what he's waiting for. Yeah, there it goes. It looks like he was waiting to finish him off with it, so... Yeah, this guy's screwed. So even if he deploys the defender, there's two red units waiting to just like beat up the defender. If he deploys a blue unit, they might follow it. And he has no choice. The red units wouldn't be able to do anything either. That was a really quick match and a really aggressive match. These two were just really going at it. The green side really edged him out though. There were some pretty smart decisions there. Making choices to kind of fend off some of these attacks a bit better and move the troops around a little bit faster than the other guy did. I feel like the red side had an opportunity to win that earlier on if he just would have moved his defender, but he didn't. So he basically just had to basically just kind of sacrificed it for no reason. But that's how it goes. It's those little decisions early on in the matches that can sometimes determine the flow for the rest of the match. Sometimes they just get a little bit extra ahead and just can't really catch up after that. So that was an interesting match, though. It was very quick, very aggressive. So we're going to skip ahead to the next match in our last match of the night. For the second part of the Arsenal base tournament, we should be able to do this in 4 sittings, because I think there's a big break in the middle, so it's not quite 5 hours, and then at the very end is a talk about the next season. So yeah, it's not exactly like 3 more hours worth of matches to go. It's more like 2. All right, this is our next match. Looks like we have Ichi and Koyumi from Tokyo, and no, not Tokyo. I was gonna say Tokyo. It's like, wait, that is not Tokyo right there. And Hokkaido, okay. Okay, it looks like we have the standard opening going on right now. We have Ricardo Jagged Doga, we have Terry New, we have Ginny Zaku Amazing as well, and of course Barbatos Norris and Shiro Sazabi. Standard setup, like I said, this is the meta setup, and as you've seen, it's very effective, and then it just kind of comes down to decision making in the matches. So it's an interesting way to make things even, but it's kind of uninteresting to see everyone play the same exact meta team. So hopefully that's something the next season can address with more player freedom and expression, and not just playing so heavily into the very obvious powerful units. So, but it's hard to adjust this game because the game is played with physical cards, and once you print the stats and abilities on the cards, that is it, unless you want to bite the bullet and remake units. So which it doesn't seem like they want to do, because I don't think that would generate as much interest. Like if they remade the Strike Gundam with better stats and abilities, that's great, but people would be like, well, it's the Strike again, where's the freedom, you know? Okay, it looks like these guys are matching each other pretty well at the moment. The red side's losing as usual, as the red side seems to be cursed to do in this tournament. We have the green side using its SP ability with the Barbatos against the red side's Barbatos. Get this melee attacker off the field, get it out of here. One thing I think is interesting about this tournament is a lot of people aren't using the abilities of the units themselves. Like Barbatos has an ability that increases its stats, its melee and speed. No one's using it. Jagged Doga, New Gundam, and Sazabi have funnels. Not seeing those get deployed too often. Those do extra damage to anything around them. You don't see people doing it too much. I think it's to prioritize getting units on the field. We did see the Zaku Amazings fire all bullets for a minute there. Heavy Arms Gundam can do that as well, and that's why Heavy Arms is considered a really good unit in this game. So, and it seems like that ability isn't going anywhere. It seems like it's coming back with the freedom. Okay, here comes the Sazabi Shiro. This guy is ready to deploy the Jagged Doga, but he's waiting. Okay, there goes the green side's base. He's kind of letting this base go, it seems. Okay, here comes Ricardo from the green side to attack this red side base, because the red side base is wide open. The red side's Terry just went down. Terry is already defending the main base from the green side. Oh, here comes all range, so we'll get the extra damage in for every attack on this side. of the base over there. Okay, Barbatos has been sent to attack the green side's defender. You can see this guy putting his head down a little bit. He's like, crap, here comes a ton of damage. Not quite a one-shot, didn't get a critical hit in, but he's gonna do enough damage. Alright, we got the emergency escape being activated, got Terry out of there, but he doesn't have enough cost to redeploy it. But he doesn't have to wait the repair time as well, so that's a pretty good trade-off for him. Greenside is catching up in damage because this red player doesn't have a defender up there either. Both sides are defenderless at the moment, but the green side has a base attacker on the field and the red side doesn't. So he'll be able to edge him out in damage a little bit at the moment. It looks like Guinea in the Zaku Amazing is ready to go, but it says cost over its name, so he doesn't have the cost points. That tells the green side to not really worry about it at the moment. Okay, here comes the red side's base attacker. But remember, the Barbatos is down there at that base, so that's why he's not going to deploy a green defender down there. If he puts out his green defender, it's just basically going to get chewed up by the Barbatos. He knows it, everyone knows it. So he's going to deploy his own Barbatos first to pull in the attention from that red attacker, and then he's going to put down his green defender to put up that defense bonus. Sorry there. I got tripped over my words again. Okay, we have a green side direct SP attack on the main base. And the defender on the red side hasn't been deployed yet. You saw the little green tag, but the game was registering it to come out, but it didn't land yet. And the base defense bonus only counts once it lands. So they are very, very even here, like 30 to 31. Like it. Okay, there goes the green side's Jagged Doga that was at the base. We're not going to see him redeploy Guinea just yet. There's no real reason to with a base defender back there. There's also the Sazabi sitting right there, so it's a hard choice at the moment. Like which do you go for first? Okay, he's going to use the Zaku Amazing to distract the Sazabi to get it away from his defender for a few seconds here. And of course, reading this, the red side's going to deploy Terry Sanders and the new Gundam over to his last remaining minor base. But the Barbatos is actually closing in on that main base, and the Barbatos does a lot of damage, so even though it's a red attacker, he's got to be careful here. And here comes the Jagged Doga. So he went to defend the minor base, but the Jagged Doga is just going to run right into the main base. And the green side has an SP attack all ready to go as well, so yep, here it comes immediately. It is 22 to 24. Let's see who's gonna get it. It shouldn't destroy the base in one shot, but it should do a lot of damage. I think we might be in the last like 5-ish%. Oh, the last 14%, my bad. So he tried to fire all bullets against that last base. He would have been able to take that base down, most likely. That was very well. That was very, very lucky for the red side. Okay. We have Norris. He's going to take down the Barbatos here. Wow. Norris, he's going to take down the new Gundam, I should say, in the Barbatos. Whoever can get these bases clear to their defender first is definitely going to win. Or has the best shot at winning. Okay. Red side is all clear to do damage against this base. If Guinea can get in on the base, and it looks like he does, he should be able to take out the green side. You can see this guy like put his hand on his head. It's like, this is bad. This is bad. This guy's basically got me. 13%, 13 to 13. 8, yep, he got the one shot in. Yep. He got the one shot in. That's all it took to get the one shot in. It was another match that came down to the last pot shot. And the game ended it right there. There was no extra attacks loaded up, nothing to consider for the game to consider. Just that last little bullet getting fired out. Poor guy. He lost by one attack. That sucks. But that also shows the level of player that is in this tournament. A lot of these matches are coming down to like the very last attack. So they're matching each other for ability, unit for unit, fight for fight. And it's coming down to kind of luck with some of the critical hits, and as well as some of the early game decisions that are determining what happens in the late game. So, but yeah, this guy, he edged him out. He won. That was a really interesting match. Team for team, the teams are very, very similar in this tournament, which you can kind of lament. And I will definitely criticize this game a lot for having this situation in every season where teams just kind of very quickly consolidate into a certain setup, even though the game actually has quite a lot of units in it. There's hundreds of cards already, but each season it just kind of condenses down to a certain thing. So, but that is going to be the last match for tonight, and we will continue watching Gundam Arsenal Base Championship 0-1, the first winner tournament footage in English. I will continue with my analysis and commentary. Is this okay? I don't know if it's okay. I'm just kind of ranting. I don't usually do big live commentary. I just commentate my own matches, and those like usually like 10 minutes long. So having to do it this long it's a little difficult, but I'm trying here. But yeah, look forward to the next set of Gundam Arsenal Base matches. Commentary from me for this game. Hopefully I don't get DMCA'd for this. I might. I don't know. I'm gonna try uploading these to YouTube and see what happens, but if we get DMCA'd, we'll just ignore it. I don't know. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today. Good night. Good game. Like, subscribe, tell your friends about this game. It's interesting. If you're in Japan, give it a try. If you're a Gundam fan, give it a try. Anyway, good night, good game. Hope to see you again next time. Bye-bye. Ba-dum-tsh.